I don't think I can hotbox anymore.
Why are you crying? What the fuck?
Oh, this mug, my house is burning. I got fucking like.
Hey all, today's show is about marijuana research, and then we're going to look into some comments that we got on the channel and kind of discuss those a little bit. Alright, so the first and really only story today is a bill has come up in the House in the Transportation Committee that is called the INVEST Act, and it's this huge sweeping thing that's kind of talking about like transportation and basically funding highways. I don't know why it needs to be over 1,000 pages, but it does. And somewhere in that little bill there is a section that talks about marijuana, and it talks about how the marijuana research has been very limited by a small pool that the government gives researchers when they apply for it, and that pool it's extremely limited, and there have been a lot of studies that haven't been able to really do what they need to do because of the small amount of marijuana that they've been given. This bill, a small part of this INVEST Act, would kind of open that up and make it so that they can get weed not just from the government but also from dispensaries. And they're going to create some kind of regulation around which strains you can use for studies and things like that. And apparently that's going to take 2 years just to research, which is kind of crazy to think about. 2 years for that. It's wild. I don't know why you would need that much time. But that's what they have in the bill. And all in all, it's a good thing because there are so many things. There are so many. Some are fear-mongering and some are beneficial towards marijuana, but they're all studies that need others to back them up, and there hasn't been a whole lot. And this goes towards THC caps, whether or not that would be worth it, or all the way down to like what marijuana can do to your mental health. And these things we don't fully know because we don't have enough studies that kind of really dive deep into it. So while it's rather funny that this is even part of this big INVEST Act that's just funding highways, it's a great thing that it's there.
Damn man, Jerry's in the driver's seat.
Jerry in the driver's seat! Okay!
Jerry in the driver's seat!
Jerry in the driver's seat! Jerry in the driver's seat! Jerry in the driver's seat! Okay!
Okay, so there hasn't been a whole lot of news, but we've been getting steadily more views, and with that come comments. And I thought I would respond to a couple comments here. I'm always of the mindset that I don't fully really know what I'm talking about all the time, so it's nice to get comments from people saying, actually, you're wrong in this, or you need to research this a little bit more, or something like that. That's great. I welcome all of that. So the first one here is from a video where we talked about THC levels, and they said, I think instead of capping THC, the idea of THC tax seems much better, like the way New York is doing it. I feel like that wouldn't necessarily stop people from wanting to get. The problem with tax in marijuana is that you're not really seeing the amount of tax on the product until you're getting the receipt, or until you're kind of at the retailer's cash register, and then it almost always comes as a surprise. So I'm not sure what this would do. I'm not sure that this would deter people from getting higher THC leveled products, but it's an interesting idea. Sure, yeah, let's see how that goes in New York. The drug cartel problem is not exaggerated, if anything, underplayed in the U.S. I think I said some comment in this video that the drug cartel is probably. I just felt like that, news organizations played up so much. But hey, if you say it's, I don't have any experience of that, so I believe this man, Jonathan Cruz, 69. Okay, so here's a nice, looks like an iPhone giveaway. It's interesting that they would choose my video for that. I hope it went well. How about laundry detergent packets and kids? They sell them. Oh, this is, I think I was talking about candy or edibles that should be, stored away from kids and stuff. This is what you would call a whataboutism, which is comparing it to something else and saying, well, if they do this, then we can do this. And I feel like that's not really the best way to kind of go about these things. You just have to treat it as its own thing and see what the best solution is without comparing it to laundry detergent packets. I mean, yeah, laundry detergent packets, that's also a problem. Let's fix that too. All right, this one hurt a little bit when I read it. Clickbait, this guy does not do his homework. There is some truth to what he says, but dates and details not completely true. He just started enjoying this plant. Yeah, that's, I mean, I guess it's fair in some way. I don't know if I would call it clickbait. I mean, it is true, the federal weed bill is back, but oof, and the 2 thumbs up too. Fair enough. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you for the critique. I will try to do more homework. Oh, another iPhone giveaway. I really hope these are working out for these people. You are the best ever. I'm just gonna assume that they're not talking about Chuck Schumer here and they're talking about me, which is great to hear. Thank you, Laura. That's awesome. Thank you. And finally, recreational weed should be legal for all the states. Yes, definitely. 4 likes. Let's end it at that. Okay, and a quick round of legalization news. Both Delaware and Connecticut are getting votes in their senates, in their state senates this week about legalization bills. Both are starting in the House and will probably be passed this week. So that would be 2 additional states right there. And then finally, Louisiana is not legalizing, but it's decriminalizing. The decriminalization bill has been passed to the governor. He will probably sign that. I really hope the governor is a he. Yes, he is. That would say that anything up to 14 grams, you are just getting fined. There's no jail time or anything like that, which is typically the decriminalized way. And that's it for today. And we'll be back on Wednesday for some more stuff. See you then.
Why are you rushing?